Good morning, students. Today, let us learn the 8th chapter poetry on the grasshopper and cricket. It is written by John Keats. Now, let us see about the poet John Keats. So, John Keats was born on October 31st in 1795, died on February 23rd, 1821. He was an English romantic poet. His poems were not well received by critics during his lifetime, but his reputation grew after his death. So his writings was not accepted or not famous while he was alive, but after his death it has become very famous and popular. He died at a very young age, 25, of tuberculosis. So he died out of tuberculosis means the brain tumor. So at the age of 25 he died. He was dedicated to the perfection of poetry marked by vivid imagery that expressed a philosophy through classical legends. Now let us come to the poetry lines. So here in this poem there are two stanzas. First stanza is speaking about the grasshopper, and the season here mentioned is the summer season. And the second stanza we will learn about the cricket insect, and the season is winter. So here now let us read the poetry line by line and understand the poem clearly. The poetry of earth is never dead means the poetry of earth is never dead means the poet is mentioning about the sounds of nature. Poetry of earth means the sounds of nature will never die, it will never become silent. The nature will never become silent, or there will be sounds of nature. So he is meaning that the poetry of earth means the sounds of the nature will never die, it will never become silent. When all the birds are faint, here faint means feeling weak or tired. Birds are faint with a hot sun and hide in cooling trees, a voice will run. Now here all the birds, because of the hot season, they are hiding themselves under the shade of the tree. They are very tired because of the hot season, very tired and weak. Now a voice will run from hedge to hedge about a new mown mead. During this summer season and the hot season, here though the birds are not coming out for singing or chirping or anything, here the grasshopper is coming out. Here hedge to hedge means closely growing bushes. Hedge to hedge means closely growing bushes. It is coming to the bushes. The new mown mead means meadow which is newly cut. So in that meadow the grasshopper is just coming and then dancing, singing and enjoying and making fun. Okay, from hedge to hedge about the new mown mead, that is the grasshoppers, he takes the lead in summer luxury. So this all other creatures are not coming out, but only this grasshopper took the initiative and then coming outside and then enjoying the nature. He has never done with his delights, for when tired out with fun, he rests at peace, he rests at ease beneath some pleasant weed. Now throughout the day it was singing, dancing and enjoying and making fun. Finally it became very tired, so it took rest at ease, very comfortably it was taking rest where pleasant weed means wild plant without flowers. So in that meadow grass it was taking rest. So in the first stanza what did we see? The poet is telling that the sounds of the nature, he is telling about the sound of the nature, and the nature will never die. The nature will never die or never be silent. Here they are mentioning about the which season? They are mentioning about the summer season. The poet is here mentioning with the summer season. So who is here playing, singing, enjoying, dancing here? The grasshopper insect. What happened to the birds? So all the birds, they were very tired and they were very weak because of the hot season. So they are hiding themselves under the shade of the tree. So here the whole day the grasshopper was playing, enjoying its life. It became very tired at the end. So what happened to the grasshopper? It took rest at ease, very comfortably it took rest under the grass means the pleasant weed means wild plant without flowers. So the meadow it was taking rest. Now let us come to the second stanza. The poetry of earth is ceasing never. The poetry of earth is ceasing never. Here ceasing means stopping. Ceasing means stopping. The nature will never stop giving good to the people or good to the creatures. On a lone, here lone means loneliness. On a lone winter evening when the frost here frost means snow. Frost means snow. Has wrought a silence. Wrought a silence means brought a silence. Here, during the winter season also, what happens? No birds will come out because of the cold. Because of the cold. All will be liking to take rest only. It will not come out of the trees or branches. So, in this silence time also, here the insect cricket is taking initiative, coming out, playing, singing song, enjoying, dancing and making fun. Okay. Here has wrought a silence, though it was a silence because of the winter season, because of the snow falling, but this cricket bird came from the stone, there shrills the cricket's song. So we can suddenly hear the sound of the cricket insect in warmth increasing ever. So, and seems to one in drowsiness half lost, the grasshoppers among some grassy hills. Now, here, hearing the sound or the song of the cricket insect, people, all those who were feeling sleepy, here drowsiness means sleepiness, all those who are in the half sleeps will get up by listening to the sound of the cricket insect. And then, like the people, he is comparing here, grasshopper was taking rest in the pleasant weed. So people, those who are in sleepiness and taking rest like the grasshopper, so they will be getting up, and they can feel the nature very very warm, very warm, because this is the winter season. By hearing the singing of the cricket insect, so people can experience the warmth in the nature, and then they can get up and then enjoy by listening to the sound of the cricket. Here, what do we understand? First one we saw about the grasshopper, second we saw the cricket insect. First season is a summer season and the second is the winter season. Now, what moral we learn from this poetry means we should be joyful and pleasant even in tough times. In our life we may be facing so many challenges, problems, difficulties, but we have to be very very happy. We have to show that smile in our face beyond all the situations that we face in our life. Understood? So here, as I have told, here a voice will run. Here they are meaning to say as a human feelings. Who will run? The human being, we say he is running, she is running, are taking rest. My father is taking rest, my mother is taking rest, my brother is taking rest, we say. But here the human feelings are, or human quality is compared to the insect grasshopper. So here, so when we compare something of the human quality, means it is called personification. So any insect or any other creature, if it is compared to the human quality, we call it is a poetic devices, figure of speech, personification. A voice will run. Here they have mentioned he rest at ease. Who is that he? Here is a grasshopper. They are mentioning with a human quality, so it is personification. And then here also we see the alliteration. Here alliteration, you see the consonant sound in the same line. The first letter of the word. Here heads. Can you see? So the same. Here you see moan, med. Here m. The first sound, the consonant sound in a word also in the same line. This is the alliteration. Understood? So here what are the rhyming words? Here dead, med, sun, run. Here dead, med, led. Understood? Here it will come sun, run, fun. Understood? So these are the rhyming words. I hope you all understood the lesson. You all understood the poetry very very clearly. Okay dears. So learn the poetry, read line by line and understand it properly. I think it is very very easy poem to understand. So one thing what you have learned from this, whatever may be the situation, we have to be happy. Whatever may the season, whatever may be the season, but we have to enjoy our life. Understood? Okay, thank you students. So read and understand the poetry in a better way. See you in the next class. Thank you.